Hi, welcome to our next session, that is part 2 of class 8th chapter 3 synthetic fibers and plastics. In this lesson, in the part 1 video, that is in the previous class, what we have learnt what is polymer and about rayon. What is synthetic fiber also we have learnt. And in the types of synthetic fibers we have learnt what is rayon. And today we are going to learn about nylon and its uses, polyester, types of polyester. They are terylene, PET, polycot, polywool, terrycot. Then next acrylic. Then advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Now let us start with the second type of synthetic fiber, that is nylon. Nylon, it is the first fully man-made fiber. Rayon was also synthetic fiber only, but for rayon the raw material was taken the wood pulp. So nylon was considered as the first fully man-made synthetic fiber. And it is prepared from what then? From coal, water and air. By the chemical processes they prepared the nylon. And it became very popular to make clothes. Why? Why? Because the nylon fiber is strong, elastic and light, lustrous, easy to wash and easily to dry. That is the reason this nylon fiber is used to make the clothes. Now, let us see the uses of nylon. Nylon is widely used, that is like in making of socks, ropes, tents, toothbrushes, raincoats, car seat covers, belts, bags, curtains, etc. So many things we use in our daily life which are made up of nylon. Nylon fiber is very stronger. You know, it is very stronger. How much it is stronger? It is stronger even than the steel wire. That is the reason it is used in making of parachutes. Have you ever seen the parachutes? Yes. And also in the making of ropes for rock climbing. For rock climbing also the people use some ropes. That ropes are made of nylon. You can see in the picture. Next is polyester. See, polyester. Generally we call it as polyester cloth. But actually it is polyester. Polyester means what? It is the polymer of ester. Poly means many. Polymer of ester. Ester is what then? It is a chemical compound and it smells fruit-like. It is also a synthetic fiber. And then let us know the specialities of this fiber also. That are what? It does not get wrinkled easily. So it is advantageous for us. And it is easy to wash. And it also soaks in less water. Means it requires less water for soaking or washing. Then it easily dries. This is also one more advantage with this. It remains crisp. Means no need of ironing frequently after every wash. Therefore, it is widely used for dress materials. Okay. These are the specialities and uses of polyester. You can see some examples for polyester cloth in the picture. Now, let us see the types of polyester. See, in the polyester some types are there. They are commonly used. Now let us see the types of polyester. In that polyester, again some types are there. They are terylene, terrycot, PET, polycot and polywool. Depending on the combination or composition, that these types are available in the polyester. See, here let us know the first type of polyester, that is terylene. Terylene is synthesized by the polymerization of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. These two are the chemicals. By the polymerization of these two compounds, terylene is formed. What for this terylene is used? It is used for making fabric. It can also be woven. That is the reason it is used for fabric. Next is terracotta. See, terracotta, how it is formed? That is by the reaction of terylene with cotton. Terracotta is formed. What for it is used? It is also used for making fabrics. Is PET. PET means what? Its full form is polyethylene terephthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate. It is a familiar form of polyester. And what for it is used? It is widely used. That is, it is, for example, it is used in the bottles making, utensils making, films, wires, and other so many products in our daily life. Next is polycot. Polycot means what? It is the combination of polyester and cotton. What for it is used? For fabrics only. Then the last type in the polyesters is polywool. As in the name itself, it will contain polyester and wool. This is used to make the sweaters. Okay, these are the types of the polyesters. Now let us see about the acrylic.
No, ma'am.
Now let us know about acrylic. Acrylic is what? It is known as artificial wool. What it is known as? Artificial wool. Why it is artificial wool means, since the natural wool is expensive and not durable. That is the reason this acrylic became very famous for making the woolen things. Therefore, the acrylic is widely used. Acrylic is what? It is cheap and it is durable. That is the reason it is used in making sweaters, shawls, blankets and winter wear, etc. Now, let us see the advantages of synthetic fibers. Let us see the advantages of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers, they are what? First thing, they are cheap. Next is what? They are durable. Next is what? They are wrinkle free. Next, they soak in less water or they require less water to wash. And easily they can be dried. This is the reason the maintenance will be very easy rather than the natural fibers. Now, the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Everything has its advantages and disadvantages. Now, what are the disadvantages of the synthetic fibers? That are, synthetic fibers, they melt on heating or burning. We see here the difference. When we burn the natural fibers, it will be okay only. But when we burn the synthetic fibers, the smell or suffocation problem we experience while burning the synthetic fibers. And by heating or burning the synthetic fibers, if they catch fire, suppose we are wearing the synthetic clothes, and if they catch fire, they melt, that clothes melt and stick to the body of the person wearing it. So, it will be very disastrous. That is the reason we should not use or we should not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or in the laboratories. Okay, children? With this part 2 video, what we have completed up to the advantages and disadvantages of the synthetic fibers. In this video, what we have learnt? The nylon and uses, polyester and uses, and this acrylic and uses, the advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers we have seen. And in the next video, we will continue. In the next video, what we are going to learn? That are what? In part 3 of this lesson, we will learn about plastics. Okay? Now, you have to take the screenshot of the board, and for the previous classes also, you should take the screenshot to get the notes. Okay? Thank you. We will meet meet again in the next session. Have happy time.